Hey, happy Tuesday. Welcome to Talk Tuesday. If you've been here before, welcome back. If this is your first time, Talk Tuesday is our weekly segment where we go over tips to help you enhance your finances. I'm Coach D, your budget coach, and I help high achieving women reach and exceed their financial goals while still enjoying life in the process. This month, we're focusing on budgeting in general. Last week, we discussed what is budgeting, why is it important. This week, we're going to discuss the different types of budgets. So that's what we're going to get into today. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for tuning in. All right, tuning in from Dallas, Texas. Yes, I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. All right, so before we get started, today is the 8th of the month. So let me know, have we set our financial goals for this month? Have we set them? Do we know what they are? You don't have to share them, but have you set them? Because if you haven't, now's the time to do it because you're still early in the month, in the beginning of the month, and you can still create them and still have time to work towards them if you haven't already. And if you did, have you gotten started at working towards that goal? Yes, awesome, awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Goal set. I like it. Awesome. All right. All right, go ahead, y'all. I'm so proud of y'all. Because we have to set our goals because we need something to work towards that keep us going and motivate us. Then once we reach them, then what do? Set the next goal. So I'm proud of you guys. So thank you for tuning in. And all right, so let's get into it. We're going to talk about the different types of budgets and why. Hey, thank you for joining. So the reason why we need different types of budgets, well, not necessarily we need, but there are different types of budgets because it's everyone's different. Different things work for different people. And it's important for you to have the budget that best suits your lifestyle so that it can actually be successful for you, so you can actually stick to it, so it doesn't stress you out because it's hard enough getting started with budgeting, let alone doing the budgeting type that is not suitable for your lifestyle. So that's why I will discuss today. I'm going to discuss three. There are plenty more than that, but we're just picking three because we get in, we get the tips, and we're out of here. Hey, all right, PA in the house. All right, Pennsylvania. Yes, yes. All right, so the first budget we're going to discuss is the envelope budget. So a lot of people like this type of budget. So this budget is really hands-on, allows you to really put the money in your hand. So this one requires you to pull cash out. So if you're someone who likes to do things digitally, you're paying your bills online, or they're coming directly out of your bank account, this one might not be the best one for you. So the envelope budget is simply you pull all your cash out. You take envelopes, you write them out, and you write them out with different categories. You might have for the house, you might have for groceries, you might have for vacation, you might have different topics, or you might break it down. Instead of saying house, you might say for the electric, for the water bill, for this, for that. So it depends on what exactly your expenses are. And then those will be what you put your envelopes for. And the good thing about this type of budget is because you actually have all of your money in the budget, in the envelopes. So then when you're going to, let's say, maybe you have an entertainment envelope. So you're when you go out go to the movies or go out, just to do something fun, or you're going to pull money from that envelope. So then you're pulling from it. So that's what allow you to see, like, as you're like going into it, how much money do you actually have left? Do I have any money left? And then this will help you to really see what you're doing, right? Because you know how much you put in the envelope to start with. So then you know how much you actually spent. And then it will allow you to think like, okay, so do I need to put more money in this envelope because this thing I do a lot? Or do we think like, okay, maybe I'm spending too much on this thing, so I need to slow it down and like, not do it as often, maybe do every other week instead of every week. So the envelope budget will definitely help you to see exactly what you're going through, what you're doing, and how fast you're spending it, and how your money is working for you, and how you're planning it because you're literally in each envelope. I agree. Different things. Yep, different things work for different people. That is correct. That's why we have different types of budgets. All right, the second budget is the pay yourself first budget. So this budget is for someone who is really, really focused on the future. This will allow you to put savings and investments first. So with this, you are building your savings like before you pay anything. You're in your paycheck. Your savings is coming straight out. It's going to your bank account, like a separate bank account for savings, or it could be going to an investment account, or it could be going towards different investments you have. So this one allows you to really think about the future, put that money towards the future, and you're doing things like paying your bills, like, actually savings is a bill in a sense because it's something that you're doing regardless of what else is happening throughout the month, what else you have going on. My savings is happening first, or my investing is happening first. So that's why, that budget is specifically for someone who wants to think long term and they're not just thinking about the now, they want to do the future and the now. So, which, we definitely recommend that because we don't want to be the person who doesn't plan for the future and then we're living it up now, but in the future we're struggling when we're older. So we don't want to do that because that gets hard, because at some point you cannot work. You can only live off of what you have coming in. So, you're a little bit stuck. So when you're younger, that's when you should be doing things to make it smoother for you when you get older so that you can, continue to live how you live when you're younger and to do things you want to do when you're older and then just continue to live a good life. I like this one. Pay myself first. Yes, yes. We have to, and we forget that. And sometimes, and I'm not saying nothing against it, but sometimes we pay after we've done everything for the month. So when we do that, that's not a bad thing, but it will allow you to spend like crazy. And then maybe you might only have $5 left to do savings. You might only have $5 left. So I mean, and $5, like I tell some of my clients, $5 savings is better than no savings, right? But you can save more probably if you start beforehand. But then don't be the person that saves so much that you have to pull it right back out because now you saved so much that you really couldn't afford to. And then you got to pull it right back out your savings. So that too. Budget number 3. Hey, thank you for tuning in. Budget number 3 is a zero-based budget. So this budget is a budget where you really give every budget a job, every dollar a job. So you know where every dollar you have is going. Now, this is my favorite budget. So this is what I usually do with my clients. We need to know where everything is going. We need to have a plan for everything. This helps us to literally see what we're working with. This helps us so in the beginning of the month, you know exactly what you're starting with, how much money you have, where exactly it's going as far as what am I putting on bills? What am I putting on entertainment? What am I spending on subscriptions? What am I putting on eating out? My gas, my groceries. Like we know everything. So we need to plan it all. And then what it does is it allows you to first you're starting with your income, then you have your expenses that you have. So then you're able to see like, okay, so I have extra money left over. So now what am I going to do with this extra money? So the zero-based budget allows you to see where everything's at, where it's going, because the budget will allow you to see, like, my income's higher than my expenses. So, okay, I got extra money. Am I going to put to my savings? Am I going to pay for a vacation? Do I have something coming up that was unexpected? Or it can also be just the opposite. You can see, are your expenses way higher than your income? If that's the case, then now we know this month I need to cut back. I need to not do some things because I have to make it work in advance versus going through the month and then finding out when you get to the second paycheck that I don't have enough money to cover everything. So that's my favorite budget. But again, I always say that there's different types. You have to do the best one that works for you. But I like this one because it really allows you to see what you have going on before you get started with the month so you can plan accordingly. Hey, thank you for hopping in. All right, so those were my 3 budget types. I guess I could have did more, but I don't know. I just thought I would just do 3 today. And if you don't have the budget that, if you don't have a budget at all, and you would like to create one, or you have one and it's not working successfully for you, I would love to invite you to my 6-week intensive. It's going to be starting on August 27th, and I'm looking for 6 high achieving women. This intensive is about elevating and budgeting and learning how to do what you need to do with your finances to live better now and live better in the future. So it is intense. That's why it's called a 6-week intensive, because we are going to be doing the work. So if that's something you want to do, the link is in the comments of this, not the comments, in the scheduler of this live. So, after you're finished, definitely go back, click the button to learn more about it. If you have any questions, we can hop on a call, because I want you to do something that you're ready to do, something you're serious about, something you're ready to when you start, and not be the same person at the end, to be deeper into things. So I'm excited about it. It's my first one. It will not be my last one, but I'm really excited about it. So I look forward to all the women who join. And thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are so welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed my 3 budgets that I shared. There are more, and also in the 6-week intensive, we'll go over more budgets, because in there we're working on our mindset, the budgeting, creating a budget, what goes in the budget, how to update, how to adjust. and really to get into it and think about your future, not just the now. So thank you. Thank you all so much. Thank y'all for tuning in. So, when we come on here for live, I come in, I give you the tips, and then we get out of here. So I just want to wish you all happy budgeting. Have an amazing week. I look forward to seeing you all next week on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, same place, same time. Remember, this week we talked about budgeting types. Next week, we're going to talk about budgeting rules to follow. So tune in next week for that. If you missed last week, we talked about what exactly is a budget and why is it important. So you can go back and watch that one. If you missed it, have a great day. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see y'all later.